Well, hello, I'm FeedbackGaming, and we're about to deliver you the biggest dose of feedback you've had yet in the great game of Cities Skylines 2. Have you ever dreamed of financially bankrupting Silicon Valley? Well and truly taking them to the cleaners? Well, you're in for a treat. Have you ever struggled to make money in Cities Skylines 2? Sure, you can export goods, but the best way of making money is taxation. But not any taxation. Taxation only for officers. But Dave, how will you attract the financial industry and the software developers to your city if the taxation is through the roof? Well, you're in for a treat today. The software tax will be the financial backbone of your city. Let's hop right in and let's balance the budget in the most unusual way possible. Let's start with a brand new city, and we'll start off with Barrier Island, not Manhattan in the slightest. A long chain of barrier islands has a huge potential for prime real estate from the start. Highway and railway tracks follow the coastline on the mainland, which is separated from the islands by a large bay. The beauty of offices is they tend to build skywards. The real estate really isn't a problem. Let's go. City name, control, alt, money. Let's go. An island. Well, quite a big island actually, connected by the coastline. Hang on a minute. This is all an island. But sadly, we only get to start on this one. This chunk. As you can see right here, we have a demand for residential, commercial, and industry. Where's the offices, you say? Well, we have to get to that point. Zoning offices will be unlocked under a grand village. Hey, so let's get building. Have you ever seen someone speedrun build in Cities Skylines? We are about to. Start off with a very European invention, the roundabout, Americans. Maybe you'll catch on one day. And then we're going to start off with the greatest of grids. So I guess this is America, but with a bit of European influence. Whoa, is this going to be the best of both? My advice is to you, create your lovely grids. Grids are efficient, good use of space, good use of public services. And to top it off as well, go across the coastline and just make sure you grab all that lovely prime coastal real estate. Yeah, all the coastline looks good to me. Oh, don't miss that spot there. No, no. And then to top that off, we followed it off with, that's right, you've guessed it, another grid. Marvelous. And what's this? A bit in between that doesn't have a grid? Boom. There we go. Who doesn't love a little bit of a cul-de-sac, right? From coast to coast, we connect them up. Cul-de-sacs are very beautiful, aren't they? You know, it's lovely to live in an area that has less traffic. But overall in Cities Skylines, they're not very effective because public services really struggle when all the grids aren't connected. And we have this little island over here too. I think this is where our industry is going to go. So we start off with the faithful grid. And what's this? Oh, real estate on the coastline. That's right. It's all going to be taken advantage of. Marvelous. Residential. A little bit of commercial. And we have Industry Island. And it wouldn't be Cities Skylines without a little bit of power. And we'll just import that from elsewhere. A little bit of water. And the waste goes right there. Progression. 709 XP. We're about to level up. But remember, we need level 4, a grand village. Maxed residential. Massive demand for it. More residential. Tiny village has been unlocked. Progression. But we need more. An easy way of getting XP is to build specific buildings. In this case, we could build a medical clinic. We'll pop right in the center. But also, we can build a rockstar musician's mansion, which gives a massive boost within 500 meters. Pop that right there. 250 XP. Nice. Now, this is important because these signature buildings can be used and exploited. If you look, there's a specific one for offices. And as you unlock new levels, look at those bonuses. City-wide bonuses, as well as massive happiness bonuses per region. And all you have to do for this is build a number of offices. In this case, high-density offices, 12,000 cells. But for now, all right, we need high-density housing, and we'll build that to the west. Now, I'm FeedbackGaming. You can call me Dave. And what Dave loves to do is make grids. Grids are magical. Look at that beauty. If that's not a mighty fine grid, then, well, I guess nothing is. The beauty of this too is you just get to build and queue up all the residential housing you're ever going to need, and then when the game progresses, you just automatically build it anyway. Commercial right in the center. Now we just have to wait. Build. Meanwhile, financial, we have about $9,000. And as you can see with the big red bar here, yes, we have some massive expenses. And we have a massive shortfall. Make investments for today to make profit for tomorrow. Do you eat the marshmallow now? Or do you wait a year to have 2 marshmallows? Comment below. 250 XP away from the next level. Tiny village becomes a small village. My preference, I don't like landfills. So a recycling center is next. Have you put out your blue bin or green bin or purple bin? Whatever country's bin you have, please comment below the color of your recycling bin. We've not talked about education. Now, education is so important. But never mind education, because when I build a school right here, just plop that down. Oh, that's right. A large village. Build commercial right next to a school? Sure, sure. This city would. If you ever need easy things to gain XP with, and XP lets you level up your village, look for upgrades on buildings. In this case, we have a beautiful high school here. Upgrade option, an extension wing. Gain you 100 XP. Boom, that's easy. What about this police station here? Another upgrade potential? Does it even require any extra cells? 60 XP. Elementary school. Option to extend the wing for more pupils. Looking after the future. That's an easy 60 XP. And plus, you're going to XP just from building. And we've zoned so much area, we just need to wait. We're waiting. Soon. And another signature building. It is for building medium density housing. And we'll just plop that right on the coastline. Right there. Signature buildings are easy. They're free. You unlock them as you just play the game. And they give loads of XP when you drop them down. So, win-win. Financially, once again, not doing too well. But soon, okay? We are so close to the office district. I can feel it. 400 XP to upgrade the recycling center. That's the most profitable one we've done yet. But my goodness, that was expensive. Here's me talking about garbage. And here we right are. The Grand Village. This is what we've come for. And as you can see now, low density offices. We've reached the point. And this is it. First of all, where to build? It doesn't really matter. In this case, we're going to go build these two map tiles. First of all, build ourselves a beautiful grid. Yeah, that looks about right. We're going to be building quite a few of these, so it's going to be worth it. We're going to connect them up to the existing infrastructure. And now becomes the main part of the plan. Oh, this is going to be so good. And of course, I love real estate. Press 1 if you love real estate, right? And of course, every bit of coastline needs to be connected. Okay, this will do for now. Offices. The office building. And brag yourself a jolly good box of all this territory. Purple gold. Now, the first thing you'll notice is you won't get many offices. And you're thinking, okay, well, this is not going to do very well for taxation, is it, Dave? How's this going to work? Well, you need to promote them to come. This may cost you a small penny. But here we go. Subsidize the offices by 10%. Now, people think, I set up my bank or my software company in control old money. And that results in us earning money, even if we're losing money because we're subsidizing them. And look, they've already arrived. Welcome to financial heaven or software hell. Why focus on dirty industry when you can work on beautiful, clean banking sector, software industries, right? There are a few caveats. First of all, efficiency is super low. We need employees. So employees are going to be easy. We should expand incoming biggest grid yet. It's not pretty, but we're not here for prettiness. We're here to make a nice chunk of cash. Residential for 1 row, some more medium density, and a little bit of commerce, and the rest will be low density. You tend to find the people who work in offices tend to be slightly richer people. They want a nice housing, and they're a little bit more educated. And you tend to find that they go for low density, which tends to be the more expensive houses. But as you can see here, it is working. The subsidies for the office. In this case, what's this one? This has no company. Okay. Next up, the banking sector. Ah, the banks. Software industry, financial, electronics and software, media and software, electronics, software, financial. You get the picture. Oh, wait, hang on. This one's interesting. Software, media. Is this me? Mouthwater press. Fixed traffic. No, definitely not me. You're probably thinking, Dave, you've overdone it a little bit here. So many officers in such a small village. How are you going to encourage them to come? Listen, they're coming. You subsidize them, they'll come. Initially, this doesn't cost too much. But as time goes on, look at the cost. Half of our revenue is now being eaten from office subsidies. None of these companies are making any money for now. There are 2 big requirements that offices need. One of the first requirements is good education. For them to expand and go all the way to level 5, they need a lot of highly skilled workers. For that, you need universities, but you have to make them level up along. So elementary schools, then high schools, colleges, and then universities. With a very special one at the end here of a technical university. And you see that? Office efficiency plus 10%. Even if they're getting taxed to death, we'll still be making money. Excellent. The progression, college, university, and a technical university. Right now, we don't have enough for workforce to take advantage of this. But why not just build the infrastructure for it, and then we'll get it later on, right? A college. Don't forget about your signature buildings. Just place them down whenever you get them. Once again, free XP. And we got our very first one for low density offices. And look at that bonus. City-wide bonuses, massive increases in happiness. We'll pop that down right in the financial sector. And just under half of it has been occupied. That is beautiful. And what's not beautiful is the tax bill. Ouch. Tiny town leveled up. Oh, and that's a nice chunk of cash. That would go really well with some big loans of $1 million and a university. Oh, I can just go for the technical university. Yeah, why not? And why not celebrate this with an increase in the size of our financial district? Dave, what's your obsession with grids? What's not to like about grids, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see the biggest expansion of offices across the nation. So, we have them level up. Level 2 now. Efficiency is still very low because we're lacking a massive amount of employees. That's something we'll later fix, trust me. But what we can also do is give them their needs for internet access. A radio mass. We build it directly in the center of the financial district. And you can see it's not very large, but what we can do is get upgrades for it. Bandwidth increase? Yes. And top that off as well. A wireless network antenna. Boom. Now, if we look in comms, you can say we're covering almost the entirety of the financial district. As you can see, the businesses are now booming because they now have decent internet access. The only issue is not enough employees. Residential, 122,000. 64,000 for commercial, 43,000 for industrial. And a deficit of 417,000 for offices. This shows the financial potential of offices. And just by me subsidizing them by 10% comes with a colossal tax bill. Can you imagine what this is going to be in the opposite direction? I think you know where this is going. Happiness maxed out. Population booming and increasing. So much new space to be occupied. Financially, oh, not so good. The darkest day has arrived. Our budgets are not looking healthy right now. Subsidies of 500,000, service upkeeps of 1 million, giving a balance of 700,000 in the hole. The first offices that arrived are now all level 3, and that's great to say that they've only have 10 of a potential 32 employees. Massively understaffed, but still leveling up, being a massively efficient and adding so much productivity to the city. Shame about the financial burden they're putting on our city. The beauty is whenever you level up your city, you gain a massive influx of cash. In this case, 1.4 million, and plus we can up our loan amount by another 500,000 too. So in debt for today, but tomorrow, potentially wealthy. Boom, city. Money. And, oh, of all the cities to hit, the one that's having massive financial problems. Whoops. The next goal we want to work towards is the high density office, but needs to be a level 10 city. So we're quite a distance away from that, but the beauty of this is these earn a ridiculous amount of money under the right circumstance, which we're getting to. Massive chunk of cash. When you're blessed with a massive grant of money from the government, what do you do with that? Yeah, that's right, you blow it in one go. Hospitals are amazing. They cover so much area of the city and give amazing healthcare. It's definitely worth the investment. You're getting phone calls that are constantly dropping. Bad 4G signal or 5G. Why not build a telecom tower? Expensive, but it will cover, well, almost like half the map. When a third of our city becomes an office, you know this is the time to balance the budget. Officers, you're about to be hit by the biggest tax bill you ever seen. Currently in debt by 1 million with a deficit of 2.7 million, soon to be fixed. Oh, also max loans as well, 20% interest rate. Ouch. Officers, eating into almost 1 million of our budget. Time to subsidize us. 2.5 million income directly from offices, and still prospering. It's almost like in Cities Skylines, when they move to your city and become profitable, no matter how much you tax them, they still can go. You think there'd be massive bankruptcies right now? Massive redundancies? No, they just keep continuing to prosper. How does that even work? I don't know. And still as well, some of the new ones still leveling up. They can only reach their full potential though if we've got enough employees. Right now, we're really desperately struggling with labor. But financially, things are pretty good. Income now 2.1 million. You're making us a lot of money, officers. Thank you very much. And what we can do with this massive influx of money we've got right now is why not subsidize some of our services, right? The internet is subsidizing our parks and recreational services, our communications, healthcare, education, and the fire and police. And we're still in the green. Nice. After several months, we finally have a green budget. What would you do at this point? Well, I'll tell you what little hack. Move all your buildings somewhere else. And then you've got the opportunity just to build a grid because there's nothing in the way. What, more grids? Dave, have you had enough? I've never had enough. I'm just a little bit more residential. Just a tiny little bit. Now this is the turning point. We're about to level up from boom town to busy town. And this gives us a massive chunk of cash. And with this, we're paying a massive bill on interest of about $250,000, which pay it all back. And that fixes the loan problem. And that gives us a unbelievably eye-watering generous. It was 3 million, now it's 2.8 million income per month. And you've got no loans. You've got no responsibilities, right? Subsidize them again. And even with the massive financial burden, they've leveled up to level 4 offices. More wealth, more profits, reduced income, less electricity or resource usage, the maximum business. The only way higher is if it was fully employed. And offices are quite densely populated, so it obviously causes problems. And look at this. Even after massive swift in taxes, they're still willing to join and build new offices. Doesn't make sense. You think, well, maybe the taxes are low today, but low tomorrow. Maybe they will be higher tomorrow. Wait and see. The greatest grid yet. Officers, level 2, the Coda Park, giving these massive bonuses throughout the city. Gonna be a bit lonely, but we're gonna pop it right there. No other offices nearby. Maybe it'll encourage them to come. But seriously, look at these citywide bonuses. Offices become so much more efficient. And regardless of how much you tax them, it doesn't even matter. The first level 5 office, the very first one, Peehee software company, deals in financial software. Level 5 has never had more than a third of an employment, but surprisingly operating and making good money. Do you feel like you really need to hire anymore if you're making bank? The economy always expanding. The big town, the normal process, pay off the loans, whack up the budget, 8.5 million estimated income. Eye-watering amount of money. With that comes more opportunities for improvements to offices. And there's lots of things we can do too. So if we look at airports, all of them give bonuses to demand for offices and office efficiency, particularly towards software for the international airport and the space center. Then we've got comms too. Don't forget about the satellite uplink. Plus 50 entertainment for the entirety of the city. Netflix for everyone for free. Joy. But why not go a step further? The Large Hadron Collider. 20% boost in software for the city. Okay, we gotta do that, right? Requires 8 development points. Next time we level up, we'll go for that. I'm thankful for the disasters in Cities Skylines 2 are nowhere near as bad as they were in the first game. I'm very thankful for that, but this ain't nice. It's a windy day, boys. You okay? No. Are you good? No. I'm great right now. The greatest town there ever will be. The Large Hadron Collider. Oh boy, this is a big boy. Need to acquisition land to even build this. Kind of underwhelming really because it's all underground. But look at these bonuses. And oh yeah, it sucks up a lot of water as well. A lot of water. Wow. You know, for such a colossally expensive building, I feel like it's slightly underwhelming that it's just a massive patch of dirt. Maybe kind of more effective if you built like parks on top of it. Good use of land, no? Can you do that? No. This is the first business that I've seen that is full 5 level 5 and almost fully employed. 128% efficiency. The small city. And this unlocks the final zoning, which is high density offices. I think we'll build them right here, right on the end of this peninsula. High density offices. And we're going to do exactly what we would normally do. And that's it. Complete. And of course, they're reluctant to build at first. And then to attract them, of course, we do the classic subsidy. Getting 15 million, 5 million. Hey, do you know what? To subsidize it, I feel that's kind of worth it. Let's do it. Satellite uplink. Entertainment. Citywide. Once again, Netflix for everyone. Ooh, look at those babies. Tall boys. Big business, lots of employees, lots of tax potential. The big boys now, look at this. A multi-story multimedia, true classical style. Doesn't look like there's an easy place to build this. We might have to just do a little bit of leveling of land. Is that good? That looks good. And there we go. Look at these bonuses. Office efficiency, interest in university, graduation rate, happiness within a kilometer. Our university here, absolutely booming. The colossal office district. Oh my god, that is absolutely beautiful. And they all come when they're subsidized. Isn't that kind of funny? And I have more wealth than I can ever dream of. But there's always more, right? Right? Subsidizing for 7 million. What if I tax it for 22? We'll round it up. 22, basically. Beautiful. Is this a strange city? Yes. Large Hadron Collider in the middle of the city downtown. Very strange. Residential district right near the high-rises near the coastline. Yeah, that's kind of strange too. What's more strange is earning 26 million every month by rinsing the office district of every single penny they've got. You know what's funny is because when you subsidize them, you lose a little bit of money, but the amount you gain back when you max the taxes out is eye-wateringly huge. There is nothing you can't afford now. The only thing that's keeping me back are development points to unlock some of the final tier endgame buildings. If I was to max out my office district and take it to the next level, I would go for airports next for those extra software bonuses for the airport as well as the space center. You have been given feedback. Bye.